darling, you got to let me know.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's EllyButton, and for today's video, we're just going to be working on a project that I have been procrastinating a little bit. I had some seeds earlier in the spring that I planted. They ended up dying, so basically I just wanted to go ahead and try again. The first thing that you'll need is a container with drainage. You'll also need some water, of course, for the plants. And if dirt bothers you, then some gloves. The seeds, of course, I have a variety. Popsicle sticks for labeling purposes. And markers to label with. I also had some scissors and tape just in case. And for decorating, I have some sticker letters as well. Lastly, you're gonna need some garden soil. Alright, now we're gonna prep that garden soil. We're going to pour our garden soil into the containers. Make sure your containers have drainage because you don't want your plants to rot at the root. And the drainage will help so that when you water your plants, everything will distribute evenly. They'll be able to get what they need, and then the rest will drain out. For me, I had to drill the holes myself because I bought these containers from IKEA. And another little fun fact, if you are worried that your containers are not heavy enough, you can actually just get like a nice big rock and put it in the corners of your container, each corner of your container, to hold it down. Now, onto the labeling. This is really easy. Basically, you're gonna take a Sharpie and just write the name of what you've planted onto the popsicle stick. I would have just left it like this, but in the case that it gets wet, I wanted to make sure that I was able to still identify what plants were what. So I went ahead and added some color with the markers on the tops of the popsicle stick so that I can better identify them. I wanted to make sure that my containers were cute, so I got these labels. I've actually used them for other projects, so I decided to just continue using what I already had, of course. And I'm just adding some letters to the front, and they're just in really cute colors. And I thought it was just a fun little touch to the containers, especially since they're just like a plain black container. And of course, once your plants start growing and they flower and then the fruits come from them, it'll look even more beautiful. But I just wanted to add a little bit of color because that's just me. We're going to move on to the actual planting, finally. I'm gonna go through the dirt again and just break up more of those bigger chunks because I guess I missed some earlier. Honestly, don't think that this is like a huge step or anything, but I did it just out of personal preference. Then I'm gonna make somewhat of a valley between the middle of the container and the wall of the container, and that's where I'm going to put my seeds. Then I'm going to cover that up and do the same thing on the other side. Once that's all done, I'm gonna add the labels to my planter, just so that I know what plants are what, especially because, I mean, they're all green at first, so you really do need to label them. I'm just doing the same thing with the other planter, which will be holding some watermelon seeds and some spicy pepper seeds. I'm gonna label those as well, the watermelon and the peppers. And then, of course, we're gonna have to give those plants some water. I have this pre-prepared jar of water here. It's definitely not enough, so I actually later on went and got some more water for them. You basically just water them. I'm just gonna place my plants into the sun. And yeah, that's it. They've been watered, they've got sunlight, they are labeled, and they are planted. Now I am finally free of this task. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed doing this with you guys. All right, see ya.
You got to let me know.